Hey everyone, a nerd named Mark here. I know it's been a while since I've done a manga review. I apologize. I had family out visiting. There was a funeral. And then right now I got kind of sick because we had a lot of rain here in San Diego and working and everything else. I had no time to actually record any reviews, but I did have time to buy manga and read a lot of manga. And one of the in Discord, a friend of mine decided to recommend something to me, and I was like, I don't know, like I'll check it out. He's like, no, he listed bullet points with no spoilers, and it says like, all right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna pick it up, and it was Dandadan, Volume One. Obviously, if you're clicking on this video or if you've read this already, you already know basically a majority of what I'm gonna say about this because it is ridiculous. It's one of the few manga where right when I finished reading this in one sitting, I got in the car, went to my local Barnes and Noble, which isn't too far from me, and I ended up picking up volume. Oh, that yeah, volume two as well because I was like, you know what, I'm reading this. It is ridiculous. So basically, here's the gist of it. Obviously, I like to avoid spoilers, so I'm not going to give you plot too deep of plot points. I'll give you the surface level stuff. We have two main characters. We have Ken and Momo Ayase. Ken is into conspiracies, the UFOs, all that stuff like that, and we have Momo Asaye Ayase Momo Ayase, who's basically into like the spiritual side of things, spirits, this and that. So instantly, I'm like, this. I'm gonna like both these characters because I don't talk about it in videos, this and that. While I don't believe a lot, I do find some semblance of like entertainment, this and that from conspiracies. I also love aliens and UFOs. I've read countless books. Some of my friends say I'm kind of like a nut for freaking aliens and UFOs and stuff like that, and also things like cryptids and the occult and stuff like that. I'm really into a lot of that stuff. Do I believe 99% of it? Probably not, but it's something that I'm into. So instantly I was like, all right, both these characters I'm gonna like. Um, so they're both not really like they come together in an entertaining fashion, but not really. Like Ken is this, I guess, loser. I mean, it's blatant loser who's by himself. He's into this stuff. He's getting bullied. Momo, who's not really the most popular girl, she interjects him being bullying. This is how they connect with each other. Then we get into the shared interest to an extent. We have Momo going to an area like an abandoned area to see about aliens. And we got Ken going to this haunted like sewer type area to see about spirits. We get introduced to literally one of the best characters ever, Turbo Granny, who is a granny spirit who's literally always horny on main, who can move very fast, thus Turbo, but also wants to consume male organs. I'm trying to like I know YouTube they got this new rule where you can't swear and say certain so I'm not gonna listen. She wants some dong. She wants to just eat clean nonstop. That's all I think. And meanwhile, Momo bumps into aliens who want to uh, harvest reproductive organs. So one of the things I liked about this manga, because that's all I'm giving you for what happens in it, is how the pacing of it. I read this in one sitting, unintentionally, because usually I don't read a lot of manga, like a volume in one sitting. I'll maybe go through like two or three chapters, take a break, go back, read another chapter when I have a couple. No, the pacing of this is so quick paced that you will read a whole volume in one sitting and not realize it. And one of the things I like about the pacing, it's different than a lot of the manga I'm reading, is uh, the humor in it is just ridiculous. It is funny. It is one of the, from a humor standpoint, I don't think I've audibly laughed out loud reading a manga like I did with Dandadan with any other series. Like, except for maybe a few, maybe like, mm, maybe 2.5 dimension seduction has made me laugh a few times, but like this was in backstabbed in a backwater dungeon, but this made me laugh just out loud. Like, and one of the things I like is too with dialogue sequences that they're doing something different, which is you get the little chibi faces of the characters next to the dialogue bubble if they're not on that panel, which I like. It also kind of, there has been times where I'm reading manga and it's like an off panel character will say something and I'm just like, oh no wait, that was the other character. I was like, but there's two characters in this. The other character is not in panel. Who is it? But like, once you get to know the characters, you can obviously tell who's saying what based on what they're actually saying. But I did like how they did that in this manga. Um, I was really surprised that it was a shonen. Obviously, I'm not the biggest shonen manga fan. Picking up like it's nothing. Like I just watch so much of this and that. Like I try and go. Usually, a majority of my collection is either toku inspired rom coms, some stuff involving spirits, some horror, and this and that. But like, I do have some shonen. But this, I guess, has been around for a bit, a couple months now. Like, I didn't know about it until a friend told me, and then I try and go into reading all these manga blind. I don't like to read reviews ahead of time or this and that. If someone recommends something to me, I'll pick it up. I will say this is great, and this is from Yukinobu Tatsu. The art style, I should say the art style. Like, let me like some of the designs of the creatures. I'm trying to find one where there's no like story spoilers, so I'm gonna try and find something like earlier in there, and something that's like not too lewd, but some of the artwork and design, like you right here, you can see that's Turbo Granny, like that's, and of course I did the suckle on the teats page. Wow. And I was trying to avoid showing some of that. Like some of the alien designs are really good too. I just don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna try and see if I can find a page where there really isn't. Um, Here we go. This is one of the things, so you could see the alien designs. Like I love these designs. Like they're so different than your stereotypical like this is an alien. They went more cheesy, but not like that cringy, like hokey alien designs. I think it's really cool. I actually enjoy the designs completely. The artwork in general is just really good in this, and I kind of like the covers. The cover really drew me in too. How colorful it is. Like, and I'm a sucker for covers, even though they go spine. I don't see it, but even the spine with that nice, you know, neon green for the number. We got the blues on volume 2. I really look forward to reviewing volume 2 of this. I already read it, so it's hard to kind of be like, okay, wait, no, that happened in volume 1. But yeah, and Dandadan is such a good man. Like this moved up into my top 5 manga I'm reading this year, 100%. So I'm really glad that this was recommended to me. If you know anything other manga that have aliens, the occult, this and that you want to recommend, please let me know in the comments below. I made a list of some of the stuff that's been recommended to me that I do plan on picking up. Some I already have, some I couldn't find, so I will be hunting them down to check them out. But I thank you guys for watching. I do have a bunch of manga reviews I'm working on because now that I have more free time and I'm not so busy, I can finally get back into manga videos. I also have my January manga haul coming up at the end of the month, so next about another week or so that'll be up. It's a big month. Obviously my shelves are getting more full. IKEA sold out of another one of these bookshelves, so I have to wait. I think it's gonna be another 2 weeks before they're in stock, so I can build my 4th one because I have manga and some collectibles stacked up over off to the side that I don't have space for. But if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And I thank everyone who's been subscribing and watched the videos. Don't forget to like, comment below what you thought of Dandadan if you did pick it up. And like I said, recommend some manga to me. I take recommendations seriously. And 99% of the time, I check out what you recommend if I haven't already read it. So with that being said, I thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.